Hello everyone, Bertina Amy here, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would do a Dollar Tree DIY cancer ribbon wreath. February is the National Cancer Prevention Month, so I thought this was appropriate. So in today's video, I thought I would go ahead and make another ribbon wreath using the Dollar Tree ribbon wreath form, and I wanted to do a different color. Last time I did pink back in October. This time I'm gonna do purple. Purple, first off, happens to be my favorite color, but also, in case you're wondering, I actually got this ribbon from Temu. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I really love this ribbon in particular because it reminds me of the orange ribbon I used for Thanksgiving when I made my pumpkin wreath. That was pretty popular amongst my viewers in general, whether they're subscribed or not, which majority of them were not, but that's okay. Hopefully that'll change with time. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And also, I'm going to share a little story for the first time ever on my channel. You're probably wondering, why would I select purple? Besides, if anything, if is there anything in particular, why am I making a ribbon wreath with purple ribbon? At least I think of cancer automatically. And it just so happens that back in 2021, I had my own scare with cancer, and this color represents that specifically. I don't actually remember how many yards this is. Let's see, does it say on here? 10 yards of this. Hopefully this is more than enough to cover the entire thing. Taking the whole thing off the spool, and I hope this turns out well. And I'm going to treat this just like I did for the breast cancer ribbon I did. Also, this month is supposed to be I forget which day, I'll have to look it up. I'll probably put it up on the screen later. But anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and find the center by taking the ends of this ribbon and then finding the center, like the exact half of this, because I definitely don't need all of this to start off. It's way too long, to be honest. And I would prefer to work on this in smaller chunks anyways, because I could always connect it later if it's too short. So here are my ends. Here is my center. I fold it in half, and then I'm going to take my scissors and cut it straight down. Then I'm going to get the half portions of each of these. All right, here are my two sets of ribbon, folded in half exactly. Now I'm going to fold it this way off camera for both of them as well. And here are my two half ribbons folded in half in both ways. And I'm going to take one of them and just start wrapping. And I mentioned it before, I like to kind of leave the tag on for a while. So I think I'm going to start from this corner here, take one of these, try to do this where it's kind of at least in camera. Just going to try to wrap this around the wire. Okay, I'm going to wrap this way. I really like doing this method. There's very limited use of the hot glue gun. There's nothing wrong with using hot glue gun. I just really like doing this as my base instead of your typical deco mesh type variation of decorating these types of wreaths. So the goal is to always keep the folded edge towards me. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I always like to do right over left. It doesn't have to be done in that way. I like to. Whatever way you decide to do, if it's left over right, make sure you keep that consistent. Actually, I think I like the left over right, oddly enough, in this case, based on how I wrapped this. I think that would look actually a lot better. Okay, so then I just need to remember to if I do that, make sure it looks nice. Okay, so one thing I'm already seeing is I don't like seeing this wire right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. So I'm just going to have to make this tight and squeeze it through the gap right there so that we can cover the wire. Like so. And then the left over the right. I have to remember that. So I'm probably just going to tell you my story a little bit. Just a brief concept of the story. And also, at the end of my video, I'm going to give you a quick little sneak peek. I wrote a book, my very first book, which will be coming out in 2025. A date hasn't been set just yet. I'm still waiting on the final edits. Okay, this is actually not quite sitting the way I want it to. But I'm going to show you a sneak peek of what the cover looks like so you can see the title and everything. It's about my journey, my fight with cancer while I was pregnant with my daughter. And I don't want to give anything away because I would rather that if you are interested, if you're looking for something that's going to be inspirational, I would much rather that you read it for yourself when it's available. Hopefully, I know my subscriber count isn't that high, but hopefully the book will at least inspire whoever decides to purchase the book and read it. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I'm not sticking with the leftover right. And that's really important. Old habits die hard. The pattern's not going to be consistent if I can't remember to be consistent with what's going to be over the other. Then, okay, I see where the mistake is. Okay, so I gotta go back here. Okay, that already looks better, in my opinion. Okay, so then this needs to go. And even though I've been making these wreaths since this past September or so, I still am making mistakes and having to correct them, whether it's on camera or not. I just happen to be doing it on camera because I wanted to make sure I could get the story in for you guys, give you a heads up about the book, and hopefully get some intrigue. I will say the cover is ready, but there's not really a blurb yet, so just a heads up. When I share that at the end with an image of what it looks like, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so again, I'm doing right over left over old habits. So I'm going to just take that and pull it through so that I can try to maintain the left over right look. Here we go. There's that. Alright, so just like in doing the pink one for the breast cancer awareness, this gets tricky, this part here in the center. But that is where I'm going to be embellishing this with... That is where I'm going to be embellishing this with flowers anyway. So how this looks isn't going to be of huge importance, if that makes sense. So this is where it's just going to look kind of wonky. But like I said, it shouldn't matter. Okay, so the left is still over the right. Okay, so then I'm going to go here. I will cover up the center as we get around the other side. Or if there's a gap, like I said, the flowers that I use will actually end up covering that. I really do like this purple though. I will try to remember to include an image of what I googled as far as what all the different colors represent, just so you can get an idea in case this is something that you might want to make for a loved one or someone you care about that might be dealing with their own unfortunate cancer experience. You know what? I'm going to go. The goal I have here in trying to wrap this is making sure very, very, like almost no wires are being shown. And these ribbon wreaths are even more complicated to make than a regular one. Let's see here. Okay, that actually will work. I hope it's staying in the screen. Usually when I start making crafts, I tend to like focus down rather than looking at what my video is capturing. So I do apologize anytime I've ever in the past gotten off screen. Let me know if you have any questions about this process in the comments below. But I will say cancer was a really scary time for me. I've been through a lot in my life and I just would not want to wish that on anyone I know. It was so scary. But as you already know, if you've been following my channel and been watching my videos, and I mentioned my daughter and stuff like that, and obviously I'm still here. I am currently 2 years cancer free, and I actually thank my husband and my daughter, and I really believe that they are the ones that got me through it the most. So I think that's all I'm going to share about it right now. I'm going to speed through the rest of this process, and hopefully, as a result of sharing this information, I hope it doesn't mean that I'll be losing any subscribers. I'm hoping to share with as many people as possible. I'm hoping to just to spread light in the world. So I hope that anyone that's subscribed, if you are watching this, I really hope that you're still going to stick around to my channel, because each and every one of you are really important to me and my channel. So it really means a lot to me. If any of you are interested in buying the book, I will be putting up shorts and videos giving announcements here and there. Sometimes I'll be posting in the community tab on details about that. I do also plan on keeping up with at least once a week crafting. So that's actually why I've only done once a week crafting lately, because I've been focusing on the book more and also trying to make sure I have time for my family as well. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this, and I will see you at the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt this speed process and take my other half. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this in half as well, so I have 2 sheets of folded ribbon. Then I'm going to hot glue this one over this one so that we don't see the seam underneath. So we'll start with that. Because I really am trying to hide the seam altogether. So I'm just going to do hot glue to this one and then attach it inside of this one. Uh-oh, I just noticed something. Left, then I did the right. So I have to go back. So how you decide to cover up the hole is entirely up to you. I'm just winging it really because I just want to make sure it's covered all together. And sometimes it's a bit of trial and error. Like there's going to be this big gap if I do it this way, so I'm going to pull this out. Go over the middle bar. I'll show you in a second. So there's that middle bar. Going down the center, over the middle bar, just to give it some coverage there. That I like a lot better already. Pull this through. So left over right. So pull this out, pull this out. Okay, left over right. All we got to do is glue it to the back and trim off the excess, and we have got plenty. Okay, take my scissors. And this one, just gonna do, let's see here. Look at it from the front. Yeah. If you'd like to make your own cancer ribbon, here is an image of all the different various colors for all the different cancers out there. And here is a quick sneak peek of my book. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And now for the final reveal with the breast cancer ribbon wreath and the purple one, or should I say lavender, as lavender is apparently the one color that represents all cancers. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.